the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
Be a man about the matter and go over there, put your best foot forward and rise to the occasion. And that's what I've done time and time again. Going into the Klitschko fight, I had 2 fights. One against, who was it? I boxed Chisora at the end of 14. No, that was at the beginning of 14. That was February 14. I boxed Derek Chisora in the end of 14. And then in 15 I boxed Hammer. February 15 I boxed Christian Hammer. And then I went on 10 months later and beat the reigning champion of the world with 1 fight under my belt that year. At least this time I'm going in with 2 fights and one good 10-round fight, which I was very happy with, to be fair.
Wilder seemed to approach your corner maybe at the end of the 4th round. Were you aware of that, or what did you make of it?
I didn't see anything, so can't comment.
They were shouting out.
Well, it's been encouragement.
It was cool, he was playing to the crowd, wasn't he? That's what he was doing.
Was there any moment Tyson did feel you could have taken Pianetta out?
Listen, Pianetta come with a tight defence, and it was awkward to land on his big head quite clean, to be fair. But he put up a good fight, he trained hard and he was a resilient opponent. And I was very happy, We could have chose someone lighter really, and someone a bit, it wasn't as tough, but we was happy with the opponent, Southpaw. We knew he was going to give me some good rounds, and it was great. I enjoyed every minute of it, and I do think I'm actually back to my best.
Tyson, is Deontay going to be the toughest test of your career so far?
Who knows, because the fight hasn't happened yet. But one thing I do know is I've been to America before and conquered it. I beat Steve Cunningham in New York, and Frank Sinatra said if he can make it there, he can make it anywhere. So I'm sure Las Vegas will be a doddle for him. Don't worry about that.
And Tyson, he said when you win the belt, you'll come back and defend it in Belfast?
Well, I'd love to, because I boxed. This is the fourth time professional boxing here in Belfast, and every single time they turn out for me. I've said it time and time again, it's amongst the best fight fans in the world. They really have made me feel special, the Belfast fans, this time, and they really have showed the love and attention that I crave sometimes, I think all fighters crave it, but the Belfast fans really did turn up in the hundreds and thousands tonight, and they were great. They were cheering ole, 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 and it was really spurring me on. Thank them for that.
Frank, did you feel that was the performance you needed ahead of Wilder?
Do you know what? That is 10 rounds in the bank. That is, I was saying to John afterwards, that is what you needed. If we blast the guy in a couple of rounds, that's, everyone wants to see guys, big guys knock each other out and so forth, but that is absolute gold dust for him. Going into that fight, going into the next fight, that's what he needed. We talked about it before, I said to him, no messing around, just try and get him out if you can. And Tyson said, I need the rounds. That's exactly right, he did the rounds.
Tyson, will be good to challenge for the WBC, lads. That's the one missing from your collection.
It is missing from my collection. It'd be very good if I could put it along with the rest of them. I should have really boxed for this WBC title a long time ago, but the opportunity was taken from me. So I believe what goes around comes around, and I'm finally getting my chance to put it right now. 2018, I boxed a final eliminator for the WBC in 2012. And at the time, nobody else had boxed another eliminator, so I should have been made mandatory after that fight. But some things happened, and I didn't get the shot, and now it's coming around 10 years later, 8 years later, that I'm going to fight for it. So great stuff, can't wait.
Can you talk a little bit, Tyson, about what this young trainer's done for you in the corner and in the build-up?
Ben, he is a young lad. May I say, a good-looking young lad. He did do a fantastic job, He's got the world on his back, Ben. I've got to say that. He handles the pressure really well. He's only 25 years old. And everyone, if anything goes wrong with me, they'll point the finger at Ben. It's him. He's done it. He's handling it all excellently. It's not easy being the trainer of one of the most famous boxers in the world, the most controversial and outspoken boxer in the world. And he will take a lot of slack if I mess up. And I wanted to show him the respect that he deserves throughout this fight, and I did. I wasn't looking outside the ring, I was concentrating on what Ben was telling me during the fight, and in the minute he had to give me the instructions, and he gave me great instructions. He was telling me don't start going mixing it up in there, and we'll pick it up as the rounds go on, and slip and slide and use the jab. So it was all great information. And I know, because I'm a veteran professional fighter and he's doing a fantastic job. If he was no good, I wouldn't have him around me. I said it when I first met him. In a few years, he's going to be one of the leading trainers in the world. It's a privilege to work to. Congratulations, Ben Davis.
Should be up this time of night, you know.
Who would have thought it though? Who would have thought you could take a 27 stone man and lose nearly 9 stone in 9 months and have 2 combat fights and just box to a plan for 10 rounds? You know, I've got a great team around me. I've got a great lawyer, great promoter, great strength and conditioning guy. I've got a great nutritionist, a great trainer, great man in Timmy boy. And I've got a great family support. You know, we're going all the way to the top. Nothing can stop us. Nothing's going to stop me from winning my titles back. Nothing.
Can you visualise that then? That it might be April next year that you hold all the belts.
Listen, I take one fight at a time. I wasn't overlooking Francesco Pianetta. I had to get that job done. And now I can focus and work on a game plan for Mr. Wilder. He's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy fight. It's going to be the hardest fight I've ever had in my life. Reason being, he's very awkward, very unconventional. Punches come from all angles, and he's got dynamite in both hands. But providing that, if I miss all of that, I should win. But it's going to be a good test, and it's going to be a good jigsaw puzzle. But I'm confident I can work it out and bring back the belt back to the UK.
Tyson, have you surprised yourself in terms of the journey you've made in recent months? Or?
You know, I always said when I wanted to come back and start training, I would. We have worked so hard, Ben, haven't we? Ben's been living with me for 9 months. He's been away from his family, his friends, everything he knows he's put on hold because we have a job to do. He saw his girlfriend about 4 times in 9 months, so he is very dedicated, and I'm showing the same dedication. I've been in training camp now for 10 weeks for this fight, not been around a wife or kids, nothing. So we really want it. We believe it's our destiny to become WBC heavyweight champion of the world in 2018. I said, give me the opportunity, I'll seize it with both hands. Given the opportunity, I will rise to the occasion once again. And I believe that I can be victorious in that fight for many, many reasons. And also the biggest one of all, I believe it's written in the stars. Everything's turned around from where it was 4 years ago to today. And I'm so thankful for all that, and all the fans and everyone who supported me out there. They've been very, very supportive. I've had so many good luck messages, and I really do feel I've got everyone behind me now, and everyone's willing me to do it. Like I say, I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for them, rather. You know, I'm doing it for all the people who do suffer with things. And even while I've been here, the week I've been here, I've been speaking to people with mental health problems on a daily basis. You know, and I do take pride out of that. And hopefully after boxing, I become I don't know, a shrink, or what do you call it, Frank? Probably a therapist or something, yeah. And I do want to help people like that, so something I'm good at, because as you can tell I'm shit at talking, so it just rolls off, keeps going and going and going.
Tyson, you're obviously a lot lighter now than you were in Manchester. Do you think you need to be lighter still against Wilder?
I was 18 stone 6 there. Wilder probably weigh about 15 and a half, so I'm going to probably get it down to around about 18 stone, nice and light, so I can move and slip and slide and be very awkward. You know, it's alright having massive, massive power, but if you can't land it, you've lost. Vladimir Klitschko had massive power, Dr. Steel Hammer, one of the biggest punching right hands in history of boxing, but he did land it, but not effectively, and not clean, because I'm always riding the shots, and it's very hard to land clean on me nowadays. I have been put over before, twice, by Pagic and Cunningham, but I'm a different fighter now. I don't walk square on, I'm not rushing, I'm taking my time. Cool, calm, collected, calculated, thinking about my job, and I'm very awkward to land on, and if he can, I'll give him his credit, but you know, I've not got a glass chin, I can take punches, and I'll be there to fight. I'm not going to be there to play games, and I'm going to make him miss and make him pay. I think his style's tailor-made for mine, big awkward little wild swings, and I believe I'm a better boxer than him, technically.
For Deontay Wilder, one of the sticking points in the negotiations with Anthony Joshua was the rematch clause. Did you ask for a rematch clause? Is there one for this fight?
I'm not going to go into private negotiations between fighters.
The contracts we've agreed are private and confidential, and there is a clause in there regarding the terms and so forth. But you know, If it's a great fight, there'll be a rematch. There's no doubt about that. You know, if it calls for it, there'll be one. And you know what? As of tonight, no more talking about Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua's doing his thing. He's fighting for Beckham, and a real fight between the two undefeated guys, lineal champion, WBC champion, 40-0, is happening, and we'll be announcing the date in due course. That fight's on. That is the fight. That's the fight the fans want to see. That's the fight that the fans want. It's a real fight, the best fight and the best.
Is there a reason you're not announcing a date and location tonight? Is there
no, it's just there's nothing sinister about it. It's just the fact that we're sorting out what the press days and so forth. Because obviously we've got to go to the States. He's got to come back over here, and that'll happen within the next couple of weeks.
So it's already confirmed.
Oh, the fight is on.
No, but the date and location.
It will be confirmed.
Frank, are you at all nervous? Because this is your franchise fighter. His trainer was asking for 4 fights. The fighter's asking for 4 fights.
I could never be nervous. I'm not getting in the ring, so there's no reason to get nervous. And that's a truth. You know, I'm just being honest about it. And I'll tell you what makes me even less nervous is the fact that he's so confident, and I believe in his ability. And it's all, but you know, that time out of the ring is obviously. I mean, maybe Tyson himself. I'm not sure. But everybody would have a doubt, you know, because it's nearly 3 years out of the ring. You have a doubt, but he's a young man. It's not like he's got a load of miles on the clock. And you see him tonight, it's like, you know, it's hitting and not being hit. It's the art of boxing. That is what he does. He's a scholar of that. And the timing was good. He seemed, you know, it seemed enough, and that's why I was pleased with the 10 rounds. So it was a long way of answering your question. Not at all.
And I can
fight me as a fan. I want to see.
And I can give a bit more detail on what you said there about the 4 fights. Don't forget, when I said I wanted 4 fights back, I was a slough, 27 stone, fat as a pig, drinking every day. So in my mind, I thought I might needed 4 fights. But training for 9 months and having 2 fights back to back, I now know that I'm really ready. You know, I didn't need as much time as I thought I did. My timing's there, my movement's there, my speed's back. Everything is how it should be. So there's no need to have another 2 warm-up fights. It would just be a waste of time, really.
But those 10 rounds are like having 3 or 4 knockouts. Really, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got great sparring in the gym. We're going to bring some great guys over, and we're going to work really hard. We've got enough time to prepare for anybody in the world. Listen, I'm not going into this fight for a paycheck. I wouldn't lose for 100 million. Losing ain't in my vocabulary. All I do is win, win, win. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to go to Las Vegas and show myself up for a few quid. I don't need it. I don't need to be sparked in Las Vegas for money. So if I didn't believe I could win this fight against Deontay Wilder, I'd pack up. I'd retire today. Because I don't box to be second best to fill a bill or to make some numbers up. I box to be the best that the best can be. And if I ain't good enough at that top level, then so be it. But I wouldn't take any fights for a few quid, or to go there and say, oh, I've had an experience fighting in Las Vegas. No. I'm taking this fight because I know I can win. And all I do is win. No matter who it is and what it is, I'll find a way of winning. No matter how, I always find a way of winning. I've got a skeleton key to every door, and I've not been proved wrong so far. So maybe Deontay Wilder can do it, but I don't think he can.
Frank, has Tyson even as stayed as you, how he has got to this point that he's ready?
Yeah, I mean, the things I'm really, first of all, has impressed me. He's impressed me to be here today. You know, the depths of despair that he was at, I know he probably don't want to talk about it, but where he's at, you know, it's the lowest point a person can get, and that's a tough place. He's a champion, just coming back as a person from that. Now he's in his chosen profession. You know, as John said, it wasn't boxing, and boxing gives him a sense of purpose, or part of a sense of purpose. He's got a great family. He's now in a good position, and I just feel that when it started off, I was saying to you guys, he needs 3 or 4 fights, 4 fights or so forth, but the mentality and his mental approach is there. He's not going to be, I don't think he'll be in a better place mentally until after that fight when he comes away with a belt, and he'll be even in a better place. I am confident he can win this fight. Otherwise, we have no need to rush into it. Because at the end of the day, the guys will have to fight each other, and then eventually they've got to come back and fight the lineal champion. They've got to do it, because until they beat the guy who beat the guy, I don't believe they are what the public believe the real champion.
Dad, can we win this war?
Most definitely can.
Would you send me to Las Vegas to get sparked out for money?
Never in a million years. Don't mean that much money to me.
Exactly. Shane, can I win this fight?
Could be a very easy fight as well, to be honest.
Yui?
100%.
There's plenty of men with money. I know plenty of multi-millionaires, and I know billionaires too. Money don't drive us. We never come from any money. And I haven't changed one bit. I'm probably more humble than I was when I started. I'll go to Las Vegas for free, like Deontay Wilder, because I'd rather have no money and win the title than have 200 billion and lose. We can win. My walls ain't been breached in 10 years, and I don't intend on letting them get breached in this next fight, I promise you that.
Not on our watch, they won't be breached, will they, son?
100%. There will be no stones unturned. We're going to America to win. And that's how it rolls.
Biggest W you'll ever see at the front of it. Win.
If I can come back from the brink of defeat, I can do anything. I've shown now. I know what life's like on the other side of having no hope and nothing. But I also know now what it's about being in a good place. And the good is so much better than the bottom. The top is so much better than the bottom. The good outweighs the bad by a lot.
But look how many people you've helped along the way as well.
100%.
You helped a lot of people.
I'm sat here in a great frame of mind, and that's worth more than any money can buy. Because at one stage I thought I was going to end up in a padded ring, never mind me back boxing. I didn't think I was going to survive. I was on the verge of committing suicide.
There was a young lad come to me the night before last. He said, Tyson saved my life. Well, I said, if he's done that, it's the ninth wonder of the world. And this is what he's doing. He's helping people on a lovely road back. It's just not about boxing. It's about helping people in need. And no better man to do it than in there. That's why God's put him on the earth.
I don't see one of the papers. I didn't even know about it. I see one of the papers about Tyson was here on Tuesday, and these people were serving, you know, making food for homeless people and so forth. And he was there with them. And they came out, and he doesn't make a song and dance, it wasn't tweeted out or anything, and they just stepped up and said that was
you know the first thing he said, Frank? Yeah. Do not film this.
Yeah, he did.
Because I don't want to be rewarded by man. I have no interest in getting a pat on the back and saying, oh, Tyson gives the poor 20 quid or whatever. Tyson helps people. I have no interest in getting a pat on the back by man. God says, do all your good deeds in private and you'll be rewarded in heaven, not on earth. So that's good enough for me, no problem.
Plus you never know when you're in that position yourself, do you? And no man's an island. And no man's any good by yourself, no matter who you think you are and who you are.
Any more questions from the floor, please?
Are we done?
How many days off, Tyson, before you get back into Camp Wilder?
Well, I did promise the wife and kids we're going to go on a gypsy holiday, so I'll get the trailer washed down tomorrow, put it on the back of the rolls, and away we roll.
That was good. On the back of the rolls.
All good?
All good.
Thank you as always for helping.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.